Hi everybody, my name is Gary Cooper and I'd like to welcome you to another page out of my fishing diary. Now today we're going to go back to 1998 and we're going to go to a place called Hakai Pass. We're going to be fishing some waters called Spider Island. Now Spider Island is just north of Hakai Pass. It's on the outside waters. It's in the surf. So a lot of times you're fishing in the surf and the surf as it hits up against the rocks. And it's pretty exhilarating and it's a great place to catch big fish. And these big fish that I'm talking about, they're fish that are migrating to Rivers Inlet. And the time of year, of course, this was I think the third week in August, which is a little late, but these fish were coming through. And that day we caught one over 50 pounds and we caught one at 60 pounds. And when I say we caught, I mean we filmed television on it. But what we're going to do is concentrate on the fellow playing the 60-pound fish up at Hakai that he kept. Now today we release them simply because the gene pool isn't what it used to be. Mother Nature has been tough on us. The Department of Fishery and Oceans have been tough on us. And we've had to make some changes. So we're letting a lot of these big fish go.
It's the third trip, and of course, this isn't the biggest fish you caught here, is it?
Oh. Well, I only dream about fish like that, and I finally got it.
I know, and I dream about fish 60 pounds too. And how did this fish hit? Just let's pretend that we're in a bar room right now. We're sitting, and you're telling me a fish story. So.
Well, it wasn't just what you'd call a subtle take. It was more like a dog and mailman take. That rod just went into the water, and the line started screaming, and that's about the size.
And then what happened?
Then I got excited. Boat shark. It took a little while to get it in, but I really wouldn't know how long because I was too excited.
Well, I timed it at about 50 minutes anyways. You were there for a long time. I was just hoping no one else. I was hoping I didn't catch a fish because the camera was on you. And that first run, was it pretty spectacular?
Oh, it was spectacular, all right.
How many yards would you say it took off?
75, maybe 100.
75 yards of sheer power. Could you feel his head shake at all or anything, or did it just feel like a big freight train sitting there?
No, I just took off. I didn't feel no shaking. The only shaking must have been me because it's the way it was. And, I think it was shaking probably now afterwards.
Well, I could tell that you knew how to play fish because you really held that fish tight, which is something that you have to do with a big fish like this. If you don't hold it really tight, it's going to be sitting down there all day because 60 pounds is something to bring to the boat. Did you have any problems? What was the infighting like around the boat?
There was a couple of times where the net had to be used to keep the line out of the prop.
So you were gasping a little bit.
It was a little exciting.
Yeah, when it's a big fish like this here, of course, yourself as the guide, when you see something in the water this big, I mean, you look at the width of this particular fish, you look at the width of that particular fish right there, when you see a back like that, down in the water, it all of a sudden makes your heart thump and you want to get it in. Now you're fortunate because it wasn't just hooked to the lip, was it?
No, both hooks were in the stomach.
He wanted that big. Yeah. So are you coming back?
Oh, yeah, we'll be back.
Yes.
I bet you when you put this on the barbecue, you're going to have a lot of your friends coming back too. And you're having a mount done of this, aren't you?
Yes, certainly. It's the biggest fish I ever seen that size, so I definitely hang it on a wall.
So this is one of the new things you see with a fish like this here. They've got lots of pictures and they've taken all the measurements so you can have a replica made and you can still enjoy the fish because back in Ontario, salmon like this is pretty spectacular. Yeah. You don't have to worry about how much you eat per month, do you?
Nope.
That's right, because all the fish here are right out of the cold Pacific, up here at Hakai Beach Resort.
There's a Hakai Beach Resort fish. Oh, Johnny doesn't jump out.
Look, he does. Nice and good.